Alright guys, I am back with another video, day number 9, and we are getting this Thanksgiving menu together. I'm going to hit you guys with this homemade mac and cheese. I'm not using a cheese sauce, or not using sour cream or anything like that, so don't come for me in the comments. But I'm going to jump into this video and show you how I make my homemade mac and cheese. Alright guys, here's what all I'm going to be using for my mac and cheese. And I have 2 cans of this evaporated milk, but I'm probably only going to use 1 can of it. And I have 2 eggs. I have some unsalted butter, some black pepper, and I have some American cheese. And this is my Colby Jack cheese. This is 8 ounces. And I have my Mild Cheddar Cheese, which is also 8 ounces. And I have a pound of Elbow Macaroni, which isn't butchered. Alright. Okay guys, so I got me some salted water here, and I brought it to a boil. And then I'm going to just dump all of that macaroni in there, which is 2 cups. And I'm just going to give that a mix. Alright, and then I'm going to let that cook for about 6 or 7 minutes, not long. And then I'll be back. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 8 minutes. It doesn't have to be completely done because it's still going to cook inside of the oven. So this is the way that I want it to cook, just slightly. Step a little bit below al dente, I would say. But I'm going to just drain this off, and then I'll get it inside of my mixing bowl. Alright guys, so I have my noodles drained off now and got it in this bowl. And while it's still nice and hot, I'm going to come in and add my 1 stick of butter to this. And the heat from this is going to melt this butter. And the butter was already kind of at room temperature, so it'll be much easier to melt. Alright, and once I get that mixed in a little bit, then I'm going to come in and start adding my cheeses to this. You can see I got my cheese all shredded, or grated I should say. And this is the way that I saw my mom make her macaroni. And I know some people might make a cheese sauce first, but that's not the way that I was taught how to make macaroni. So my channel is all about cooking the way that I saw my mom cook. So anybody else that's not used to doing it this way, please don't give me an entire story about how I'm doing it wrong just because I didn't do it your way. Alright guys, and I also had a little bit of Colby Jack shredded cheese left. So I just dumped all of that inside of here. And I'm just going to give that a good mix. And this macaroni is still pretty hot, so it's going to actually melt that cheese down. But at the same time, it's going to cool off just enough for me to add my eggs in here without my eggs turning into scrambled eggs. So I'm just going to come in now and add my eggs to it. Alright, we're going to give that a good mix. And I'm not going to put any kind of different seasonings in here. I see some people put garlic powder and onion powder and paprika, and I'm not going to put all of that stuff inside of my macaroni. I normally just put black pepper because I salt my noodles good first, and these cheese have salt. So alright, now I'm going to come and just get this inside of my pan. It actually looks pretty good, like it's ready to eat now, but it's not ready to eat just yet, guys. Alright, so once I get that in, then I'm just going to spread it out just a little bit. And this is just a small pan of macaroni that I'm making. If you want to make something bigger for your family, if you have a bigger family, you could just double the recipe. And I'll have the exact measurements in the description of the video. Alright, so now I'm going to come in and add my evaporated milk to this. And I'm going to put in like half of the can, and then I'll kind of just spread this down a little bit just to make sure that it gets to the bottom of the pan, and it'll really show me how much I have. And I just want to put enough in here just to cover my noodles. So that's why I didn't mix it in the bowl. I just feel much better putting it in the pan first and then adding enough milk just to cover the top. Alright, just want to get all of that down inside of that milk, and then I'm going to come and put the rest of my cheese over the top. And I wish I did have a little bit more cheese than this, but the next time, oh, if you would like more cheese, definitely get the 16-ounce blocks of cheese instead of the 8-ounce. Alright, but I'm just going to get the rest of this cheese over the top, guys, and then I'm going to get it inside of the oven, 350 degrees, for about 35 to 45 minutes. This is a smaller pan, so it shouldn't take that long, but I'll check it after about 25 minutes just to see where it's at. Alright, guys. My macaroni is done. It is hot out of the oven. And this is how I like for it to look. You could let it get a little bit brown on the top, a little more brown. But this is perfect for me right here. So I'm going to let this cool for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and plate it up and give it a taste. Alright, guys, so let's plate this up and we're going to give this a test. I'm just going to come in here and just cut out a piece of this. And I normally like to let this cool, guys, for about 20 to 25 minutes before I cut it. Because where I live, we like to just let it set up so that we can kind of just scoop it out into one solid piece. That's why we add the egg to it so that it sets up. Alright, and here we go trying to do something with my left hand, knowing I'm not left-handed. So I'm just going to get that on the plate. And then I'm going to come in and get the rest of this out. And I'm going to take a thumbnail and a couple of videos, then I'll be back and do my taste test. I know this is still pretty hot. Nice and cheesy. That's good. That evaporated milk makes a difference, makes it nice and creamy. And then Colby Jack cheese, I love putting that inside of my macaroni. That's good. Noodles perfectly cooked. All right. Alrighty guys, I have one more side dish that I want to show you guys, which is going to be shrimp salad, or shrimp and pasta salad I should say. And after that I'm going to start doing my desserts, and it's going to be sweet potato pies, a sweet potato cake, nut cake with walnuts, pecans, and crushed pineapple, and I think I'm going to do a carrot cake also. But if you enjoyed this video guys, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you are new, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And until next time guys, peace.